Good morning, and thank you so much for the response to our Autumn Jumpstarter Seed Shop, which will be opening this Saturday morning. However, our inbox has been so full, it's almost like the sale has already begun, with questions about your emails, about the handbook, about ordering. So I thought now would be a great opportunity, while we've still got a few days before the sale actually kicks off, to go through a few things with you here on a video. Number one, emails. If you have subscribed to our mailing list, now this is different to the shop. If you put your email address in the shop when you place your order, I am not allowed by law to use that email address to then send you information about the shop. I must use the mailing list. So if you have signed up to the mailing list and you haven't had an email from me, it's going to be in your spam folder. So you need to find it. I sent it yesterday at about 12:30. So depending on when your server picked it up, it'll be around the 12:30 p.m.-ish. If you go find it in your junk folder, and then when you do, add me to your contacts, so that when I send you future emails, and that could be your order confirmation email, when I send you future emails, they won't go to junk and you'll find me sitting safely in your inbox. And if you haven't already signed up and you would like to get the email, if you sign up now, there's a link in my profile. There are links all over the website. If you sign up now, the system will automatically send you the invitation straight away. So sign up, get the invitation, add me to your contacts, and then you will be fully in the loop for future emails. So next I thought we would talk about the new Autumn Jumpstarter 2023 Handbook. It is a bumper edition this year. It is 11 pages longer than last year's version. I've gone through the handbook thoroughly. I can't help myself. I always go through the handbook thoroughly, and if I can think of anything extra, especially based on your questions throughout the previous season, if I can think of anything extra that I can add to the handbook to make your life easier and make things easier to understand, especially with that cold spell that we had last winter, I put some extra information on watering to help you with that. Anyway, I'll tell you what, why don't I turn the camera around and I'll show you the handbook, and then you can see what I mean. So here is the handbook in all its glory, laid out on the table for you. There are a lot of words, and one of the sections I've updated is the checklist to make it easier for you. So changes to the checklist include the stocks. For example, we've now got 3 different varieties of stocks. They're all different heights, so I put them all in the checklist, all the spacing, all the heights, all together, so you can just look in one place. The seeds that need germinating, they're all listed in the checklist, as well as the individual seed notes. They're in the checklist, so you can just get a highlighter pen, highlight all the ones that need to go in the fridge, and you can put yourself a little note there to say where exactly they are, so when you go to look for them later in your seed box, you'll remember. Then new products. Let's choose the eucalyptus, for example. I've actually done a 2-pager for you, because over the years you've had so many questions about eucalyptus over and above seed sowing. So I've got sections on watering it, overwintering it, coppicing, pruning and cutting it. So literally everything you've asked me over the last couple of years, I've made sure I have written it all down. Now, if you've bought previous year's handbooks and you don't need the extra information, you're fine, you've been watching the videos and growing along, and all you really want is just the horticultural cultivation notes for the brand new products, then for this year what we've done is we've made that available to order separately. So it's not designed as a standalone product. It does have all the information in for those individual seed varieties, it's all written down for you, but it's not designed to be a standalone product. So if you've already got the Autumn Jumpstarter handbook from last year, you don't need the extra information, you just want to have the brand new notes, then you can order those separately on my website and then just tuck it into the back of last year's handbook. Now, if you've ordered the full edition of the Autumn Jumpstarter Handbook, you don't need the supplemental pages. The supplemental pages just include the new products such as the eucalyptus, the poppies, the clary sage, also the stocks. There's a 3rd variety of stock, so I've included the new pages. I've written quite a lot more on the stocks. It goes over to 2 pages as well now. So that I've popped in the supplemental pages, so you can just swap that out with the stock page that you've already got. Ditto the Snapdragons, because we have that new variety. So get your supplemental pages and you can just swap that out. But as I say, again, if you've bought the full edition of the handbook, you'll have all of the changes, including the updated checklist. When we take orders for the handbook, we always ask you to set up an account, and that is just so that you can never lose your handbooks. They are e-handbooks, so they are e-delivered. There's no paper copies. We didn't want to, this is on purpose, we didn't want to create a fancy hardback and make it really expensive. We wanted to keep it as cheap as possible for you to order. But the idea is that you print it as many times as you like. So you can print the whole thing, take it to the greenhouse. If it gets covered in compost and water, it doesn't matter. You can just print yourself another copy. You can print out individual pages if you need it, if you don't want the whole thing. There's a shopping list. You can print that out and take that to the garden centre. So they are designed to get dirty and for you to write your notes all over them. And you will never lose them, because in your account dashboard there is a download section, and that holds all your previous handbooks, so you can get them anytime. So if you always log in when you place your orders, no matter whether it's seeds or handbooks, if you log in, what will happen? Two things. Number one, there won't be an accident with your email address. This happens all the time. In the frenzy of placing your order, if you're checking out as a guest, you could accidentally put in one character wrong. That's normally all it is. One character is wrong. You put .co.uk instead of .com, or you could put .uc. That happens a lot as well. And then the system can't find you. So you'll place your order and then you'll panic because you haven't had an order confirmation. If you use your account, number one, the email address is guaranteed to be right. Number two, if you need your invoice later, so for example, if you're a florist buying seeds for your business and you need it for your VAT return or your taxes later on, you can just go to your account dashboard and print off all your previous orders. All the invoices will be stored there for you. Here we are on my website, and under each of the shops, can you see there's a little drop down there, and you want to click on My Account. Once you click on that, this is your personal account will open. And if you click on orders, providing you checked out when you were logged in, all of your orders will be here. If you checked out as a guest, the order will not be here because the computer did not know it was you. You needed to log in first. And then here are the downloads. So any book that you've ever ordered, you can see how many times I've tested the books. All the PDFs are here, so you'll never lose them. You can also go in here and double check your address. If it's auto-filling for you, you can double check that's right and correct it if necessary. You've got your payment methods in here, so you can choose to make one of them a default. You can remove them if they're wrong. Please watch out for Apple Pay. If you've moved house and not updated your Apple Pay, your parcel will get shipped to the wrong address. And here are your account details. So you've got your name, you've got your email. If you need to change your email, if it's a mistake in it, you can change it here. And you can also change your password if you want to. Finally, if you don't have an account, you can register here and create yourself an account. And if you've lost your password, just put your email address in here and then click on Lost Password. This screen will open up and allow you to reset it. When ordering handbooks, and I know lots of you already know this and you've ordered your handbook already, don't order your handbook with seeds. The handbooks auto-complete because there's no processing, there's no picking and packing and shipping labels to hold up the process of the e-delivery of the book. So if you order the book separately, the system skips processing, goes straight to complete and emails your book straight away for you. If you order it with seeds, it will then go into processing, ready for us to print the invoice off, get the shipping label, put it in the packing pile. At that point, once it gets in the packing pile, I will then press complete. But we're so busy with the orders at the very beginning of the sale that it might take me up to a week to get to that, and then you'll be waiting for your handbook when you don't need to. So order it separately. Now, one of the reasons I thought I would remind you about ordering the handbook separately is we have a special hold basket system. So I can actually see all those handbooks sitting in baskets and you're probably waiting till Saturday. I'll add it to my basket now because I know I want to have the handbook, and then I'll add my seeds later and then pay for it all together. So I can see that. So that's why I thought it'll be a really good time to remind you to just put through the order now or on Saturday. Order it before, order it after. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's separate to your main seed order. So let's talk about the hold basket system. Lots of you already know about it, but it is really good, and I don't think it hurts just to give you a quick recap so you're not stressing on Saturday morning. Now, the whole basket system, we've had this for a few years, but I don't think it hurts just to go through it again. Basically, what it does is the first item that you add to your basket will be held for 10 minutes until you check out. So nobody can swipe it. So if you're after the eucalyptus, for example, that's the one thing that you definitely want to make sure you get. Go online, put that in your basket first, and the counter will start at 10 minutes. But then every time you add another item, it restarts it to 10 minutes. So you haven't got 10 minutes starting from now and then bang, 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 you've got to pick all your other products. No, it restarts 10 minutes every single time. So if you suddenly get interrupted, someone comes in and asks you a question and you're down to 3 minutes, for example, just add anything. Just add something into your basket. You can take it out again afterwards. It'll reset the clock for 10 minutes and then you can relax and carry on shopping without the worry. So let me give you a quick demonstration. We've got a test product here, so I'm going to add that to my basket. I've only put one in stock, so this one is going to sell out. And you can see there you've got 9 minutes and 55 seconds to check out. So as soon as you add another item to your basket, that will restart to 10 minutes. And then if you zoom down here, you can say this item is not available at this time due to pending orders. Pending orders include one item already in your cart. So if you were the last person to get it, don't panic, it is in your cart. And if you go to your basket, there we go, you can see you've got a nice big blue banner there telling you how much time you've got left. But I've just come back with 11, 10, 9 seconds to go, so you can see what happens if you just abandon your basket. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. It's emptied the basket, so no one can accidentally hold on to products that you really, really wanted. Just for completeness, I'm going to refresh this page. There we go. And you can see the item has come back into stock. So I'm going to add that to my basket. And then can you see we've got 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 55 seconds. I'm going to let that play out for a little bit. Back in a sec. So we're back, we've got 7 minutes and 52 seconds. So if I now add another product, let's just pretend this is something different. Add that to my basket. Look, it's restarted at 10 minutes. So hopefully that makes life an awful lot less stressful for you and much more enjoyable.